So I'm back out doing some landscape photography. I'm up at Martindale. It's near Ullswater. And this morning I was doing some wildlife photography, photographing the deer down in this valley here. It's not going so well for me today, I don't think, because I don't think I turned the GoPro on. So everything from this morning might not exist. So what I'm doing is I'm splitting this into two. Fingers crossed there's a video this morning. I'll link that below. But what we're going to do now is make our way up this way. You can probably see my dad on there. We're going to go up here. Tarn is there. And then we're going to make our way over and then follow this ridge. There's a building about here and we might drop down to our car here, or we might follow it all the way along and look down over Ullswater. I've got a feeling that we're not going to see any more deer now. At least if we do, it'll be little bits. I don't think there'll be any big groups like we saw this morning. So we'll have the wildlife stuff ready just in case, and then we'll probably swap over to landscapes. See any? Oh yeah, they're about here, which is a bit too far away from me, but it was good this morning though. We've made it up to the top now and we're at Tarn. You get nice views over the water. It's like really, the water's really dark today, and then there's a few clouds up in the sky here, and you're getting views over to, I think this will be Grisdale Pike, and then behind that will be Helvellyn. I could be wrong though. And then I think this one's Prison Crag. So what I'm doing is I'm getting a panorama here. I'm just waiting for that sun, which has actually just come out. So we'll get a panorama across here. I've got all the photos for that one now, and the reason I stopped here was because of this ice down here. From higher up you can see the edge of the water, and there's like a few different colours in the ice. It's like a bright white, then as it gets thinner it goes a bit darker here, then there's a gap in the ice there where it's clear, and I can't quite get this into one frame with the 24mm, but the interesting bit for me is in that thin strip anyway, so it just sort of makes sense to do a panorama. I think I'm going to wait for one more go. It just looks different when that sun is there. It just doesn't come out very often. But I think I'm going to grab something to eat and then we might head up there. What do you reckon? You alright with that?
Mm-hmm. What's that?
We're going to go up there, or not?
Yeah, we're going to go up there, yeah. We've got to, haven't we?
Yeah. It's in the video now. So we're going to go up to Prison Crag and then probably make our way down the horizon line, and then maybe drop down, try and find some deer again, or go right to the far end. But we'll play it by ear. It's all right, isn't it?
It's all right, yeah, but it's not. Look, when we walk on here, look.
Oh, you can see it bubble, can't you?
It's not deep. It's not rock out there.
No.
It's just snowed on top of the ice, isn't it?
You can see all the different colours though. I made a funny noise. Oh, look at this. It's a wild doggo. There's a bird. It keeps. Oh, it's flying. He's off.
It wasn't aggressive green.
What is it? Is The bird keeps diving into the water. You can see it from the top. Should we go up there? We've climbed up a little bit more now, and I think we got to that side just at the right time. It's got a bit more grey now, which is, it's fine, but compared to what we had before with the blue sky and the moody weather behind it, it doesn't look as impressive now. Everything's gone a bit flatter, but I'm hoping that once we get up onto this bit just round here, that sun will come out again. It's just in them clouds at the moment, and then it'll light up the fields around Ullswater. But it feels like the weather's changing, but that could be good for photos. We might get some moody light over the fells. Might get a view up to Helvellyn at some point as well. I think you can see it around this corner, but I don't control any of that, so we'll just keep on walking and see what happens. So there's Ullswater. That means that Ullswater is in here, and then these ones back here, I think that one there, that'll be High Street. So I did want that view, but the sunlight is over in that direction, over Glenriddin. It's either Glenriddin or Martindale. We might set up the camera and get a photo here anyway, and then we'll make our way that way. I just grabbed a couple of pictures here. The light isn't changing, so yeah, it's just a bit flat on Ullswater. This valley looks nice. There's a few light spots on it, but just notice down here there's a group of 4 female deer. Got the 400mm back out. I'm going to try and get a few more, but from that angle, yeah. We'll get another shot here. They're on that edge.
There they are.
Please can you hold that a second? There's... Oh, they're looking at us now.
Seen as well.
Look at their faces.
Look at straight eyes.
That's like Bella. Look at them faces. Like, you see it? I'm trying to show you. I'm trying to show you. So that was a bit of a bonus. We have come up here to see the deer, but I'd sort of given up on seeing them and moved across the landscapes. But I'm going to get a couple more while they're there, and then we're going to go that way. My dad's just spotted 3 just down here. So if the GoPro didn't work, what we did, we started right back here, and as we're walking along, we saw some deer up here, and then they were looking back down towards us. So what we did was we followed this wall along. We saw some stags and some females here, and then we saw a stag about here, and then that stag made its way down towards these trees. And then as we made our way up to this wall, there was a group of female deer here, and then they jumped over the fence, and there was like a big group of them that made their way over the fields towards the male. And then the male went down to this stream here, and then it got followed by the females, and they've made their way up this valley, but you can't go into there, so there's not a lot we can do other than look down. So yeah, I'm not too sure what to say other than I've probably messed this up. But I don't want to drag out a video with just me voicing over. Fingers crossed there's a video, and I hope you liked it. Please hit the like button and subscribe if you did, and I'll see you next time.